Okay, today I'm going to take you and show you what my summer job was in 1974 and 1975. I think you'll find it interesting. Here's a little hint. Here we go. This is supposed to simulate going down in the ground. And this is us actually when I was a kid. And I believe that's Elaine Gertson, one of the girls I worked with. Kathy Craker. Yeah, this is us digging up different fossils. So yeah, 1974, 1975. I was 14, 15 years old. I worked here. I got a pay here somewhere. Hi.
Hi.
Now I'm going to take you and show you what we did. But what they did in order for us to find this was they mined this stuff called bentonite. And here's a little simulation of it. So they would scrape off a great big layer about the size of it'd be like the size of a soccer field, just like that. We'd be sitting up on the bank on our beach towels with a cooler full of drinks, and the guys would be peeling the layers off until they got down to this layer of bentonite, which they used for perfumes and powders and different things. But the guys running the cats, one of the guys' name was Roy, and the other guy was Andrew Knox was the other guy. And they would be peeling the layers off, and they could actually feel it when they hit a bone or a rock. They would feel it in the D8 cat, and they would wave us over. And we'd go over, and this is us here. We'd go over and check it out and see what they had. A lot of times it'd be a rock, but I'd say 50% of the time we would find a fossil. We were finding plesiosaurs and mosasaurs and fish. You could tell the difference between the plesiosaurs and the mosasaurs by the vertebra. The plesiosaurs vertebra was concave on both sides, or both ends I should say, and the mosasaur was concave on one side and convex on the other side. We'd find them, and then this is what we'd do. We'd wrap them in plaster jackets. Sometimes we'd put a stick across there and wrap that in along with it just to give it support. And sometimes we made the jackets too big and we broke the fossils. But this is what they would look like when we found them. So we'd be brushing them off with brushes like this. And I'll show you what we found. This is a mosasaur. It's a mosasaur flipper. That was actually found out in the area that I worked. Now, I'm going to show you what we found. This is what we found when I worked there. This is a mosasaur. And this was like just about 6-7 miles outside of my hometown. And we named him Bruce. And the reason we named him Bruce, because when we would be down here cleaning jackets on rainy days, and the jackets are those casts we made with the bones in them, we'd listen to Monty Python records all the time. Those are the LPs, the old 33 1/3 albums. That's how old I am. And there was a skit on there about a party these Australians had, and everybody's name was Bruce. So one day as we were cleaning jackets, I think it was Elaine Gertson said, "Mind if we call you Bruce then?" And we all started calling this Bruce as we were digging it up, and it just kind of stuck. But yeah, this is like 48 or 50 feet long. And he was quite a predator. They breathe air. It's like a turtle. They got to come up for air. No gills. And Susie, here's another one they found. I wasn't around when they found Susie. But it's another mosasaur, not quite as big as Bruce. And then here's a small one. And here's something else that we used to find was plesiosaurs. Or plesiosaurs, however you want to say it. I don't know, tomato. But they have a little longer neck. And the vertebrae were shaped differently, like I mentioned before. So we could tell them apart. Like if you look, there's the vertebra there. Those are actually concave on both ends, if you were to pull those apart. And the mosasaurs had a convex bulge on the one end. So yeah, that was my summer job in 1974, 1975. It was a pretty cool job. Not too many people can say they dug up dinosaurs for a summer job when they were 14, 15 years old. So meet Bruce. Okay, this is from the era when I worked. This was my boss here, Henry Isaac. Don Bell, another major guys who helped start the museum. Both these guys were major in it. And this was Mr. Lumgear, who owned the land where we found Bruce. But Henry Isaac, he was a major guy in getting this all started, and he was a really smart guy too. He found a shark specimen back in the day when I was here too, and no one would believe it was a shark fossil because sharks have only cartilage, not bone, so they don't fossilize very well, but this happened to fossilize, and he was the only one that believed it was a shark, and it was many, many years before I think it was the Museum of Man and Nature finally had some paleontologists who verified that yes, it was a shark. And this is the room where we used to clean the jackets. We used to have a little sandblaster in here too. All those shelves are full of jackets with fossils in them. They've got so many that they just don't have time to clean them all. But we were finding them every day. We would find them. This is what the process looks like when you clean all the dirt out of the jacket. I'll see if I can find that shark. This is a squid? No. Oh, this is that weird fish, yeah. There's the face of it. I can't pronounce it. Maybe some of you know what it's pronounced, but there's a fossilized, ugly fish that you wouldn't want to meet up with. Mosasaur paddle, I believe. Now this was a squid, yes. This is a fossilized squid here. Birds, yes, we used to find birds. We'd find fish. Every day we would find fish. And we would find little fish inside the rib cages of bigger fish. So that was quite interesting too.
While dinosaurs roamed the earth and pterosaurs ruled the sky, sea monsters called ichthyosaurs dominated the world's oceans.
Okay, so that was my summer job in 1974, 1975. Pretty cool job, eh?